In the great kingdom of Umuez, King Emeka had two wives. Amara, the first, was gentle and loved by all. Nkechi, the second, was beautiful, but her heart was full of ambition. For years, the throne had no heir. Then, in the same season, both wives became pregnant. The whole kingdom rejoiced. The king gathered his people and made a promise. Whichever wife gives me a son, her child will one day sit on this throne. The crowd cheered. But from that day, Nkechi could not sleep. One throne, one son. It must be mine. Late at night, alone in her chamber, she placed her hand on her belly and whispered to herself, "What if her child is the son? Then I am nothing. No, I will not be nothing." And so she began to plan. The night of birth arrived. Thunder rolled over the palace. Both women went into labor at the same hour. Two mothers, one cry, echoed through the royal chambers. Amara delivered first. "A son!" the midwife cried. "A strong, healthy son." The true heir had come. Amara wept with joy. "My child, the heir has finally come." Moments later, Nkechi delivered a son too, but hers was weak, and by morning, her baby had stopped breathing. "I'm sorry, my queen," the midwife said softly. "He's not breathing." Nkechi held a lifeless child and wept. Then her weeping turned into something darker. She called the midwife close. "Mama Uzo, take this gold, swap the babies. Tell Amara her son died in the night." "Your Majesty," the old woman trembled. "This is an abomination." "You will do it," Nkechi hissed, "or you will die." That night, the midwife carried out the wicked deed, but Mama Uzo could not harm an innocent child. Instead, she secretly gave the true heir to a poor palace servant, Mama Ada. "Raise him, tell no one. This child's blood is royal. I swear it," Mama Ada whispered. "No one will ever know." Morning came. My baby is not breathing." Amara's scream tore through the palace. She had lost her son, or so she believed, and Nkechi wailed loudly too, pretending to mourn, while secretly her stolen prince slept safely in her arms. The kingdom mourned with Amara, and Nkechi's household raised Amara's true blood as the future king. 15 years passed. The palace prince Obi grew proud and cruel. He beat servants for sport. "Bow when I pass," he would shout, "or lose your head." But in the servant quarters, a humble boy named Chidi swept the floors. He was kind, hardworking, and loved by everyone. "Good morning, Mama," he would say. "Let me carry that for you." "May the gods bless you, my son," the old woman replied. "You have a good heart." Few knew that this gentle boy carried royal blood. One afternoon, Prince Obi struck an old woman in the courtyard. Only Chidi ran to help. "Leave her alone. She has done nothing. How dare a servant speak to me?" Obi raised his hand, and in the struggle, Chidi's shirt tore, revealing a birthmark shaped like a crown upon his shoulder. Queen Amara, passing by, froze. Her hand flew to her mouth. "That mark, I have seen it before, on the son I buried 15 years ago." The king summoned the midwife, old and dying. Mama Uzo finally confessed. The gold, the swap. The living child was given to Mama Ada. "Forgive me, my king, forgive me." The king stood stunned. All these years, a lie. He gathered the whole court. When Chidi's birthmark was shown, the truth stood naked before the kingdom. "This is the true heir," the king declared. "This is my son." Nkechi threw herself to the floor. "Forgive me. I only wanted power." But the king's judgment was final. "You are banished." And her false prince was stripped of his crown. Chidi, kind, humble, and true, was crowned the rightful prince. And Amara wept once more, holding him close. My son, you came back to me. I never stopped being here, mother," he said gently. And the king spoke the words the whole kingdom would remember. "A lie can wear a crown for a season, but blood and character will always speak the truth."